So today is my final morning prayer meditation, and it's just kind of bittersweet to be here to lead you for my final time. I've been going through files, as you can imagine, and I came across this quote by Judy Canato that I thought really speaks to us in this moment in time, really speaks for a different kind of call to action. And I'm sure all of us have many, many emotions arise as we watch the news and read the paper and scroll our phone. And sometimes it's hard to keep atop of all of it. And sometimes it's so overwhelming that we just have to turn it off and not know what's happening. But either way, the quote says, "When each of us vibrates love and compassion, our energy mysteriously unites with the energy of love and compassion all over the planet, augmenting the field of compassion, making its resonance, manifestation, and influence a very powerful force for transformation and healing." Could there be any greater cause for hope in the community of life? As most of you might know, Judy Canato was a CSJ associate from Cleveland and an author of Radical Amazement and Fields of Compassion. And she was steeped in the universe story and steeped in theology. And she did a beautiful job of marrying the two in her books. And so I'm going to invite you to gently close your eyes, and I will read the quote one more time, and then we will enter into our meditation. When each of us vibrates love and compassion, our energy mysteriously unites with the energy of love and compassion all over the planet, augmenting the field of compassion, making its resonance, manifestation, and influence a very powerful force for transformation and healing. Could there be any greater cause for hope in the community of life? Judy Canato. And so I just invite you to give yourself a breath. And as you exhale, exhale into your body, calling your energy back from any place you've placed it today. Another deep breath. And continue to bring that energy back into yourself. And continue to do this until you feel a bit quieter in your body. Notice your grounding in your chair and your grounding to earth. And put your attention on the crown of your head, where the divine energy that is within, around, between, among, and beyond us enters our body. And just draw in that beautiful divine energy. And now in front of you, notice a bubble with a big magnet in it. And let this magnet pull out from your body fear. The fear that you might feel when you flip on the news, when you consider what might happen in November, when we cast our ballots. Pay attention to where fear fear feels, where you can feel it in your body. And just release it. Maybe it's fear for your safety, or the safety of your family. Maybe it's fear for our country. Maybe it's fear that people will be manipulated or duped. Whatever it is, let it go. And then imagine that bubble at the horizon, and imagine it popping as bubbles do, releasing that energy. And now imagine any anger you might be feeling in your body when you consider what's happening in our country and in our world. Maybe it's anger around political choices that are being made. Maybe it's anger about who's being excluded or who's being bombed. Whatever it is, imagine the bubble with the big magnet, and let it pull it out. Just notice where in your body you hold that energy. It might be in one place, it might be in more than one place. And then notice that bubble at the horizon and let it pop like bubbles pop. And then attend to your body again and feel where there might be apathy, where you're just so worn out and worn down by all of the news and maybe it's your lack of ability to change the course, or whatever might be making you feel discouraged or apathetic. Let that get pulled out into a bubble. Just notice where it's been carried in your body. And then see that bubble at the horizon and let it pop as bubbles pop, returning that energy to where it belongs. Very often we're overwhelmed because the energy that's in our bodies and in our energy field, it's not even ours. And we just feel like we're in a brown paper bag. We don't know up from down. And so imagine a bubble that just calls in, magnetically attracts all the energy that is not yours, that you've been carrying. And again, let it pop at the horizon. And lastly, release into the bubble any thinking that brings you back into these emotions. Very often we keep recreating with our mental mind. And so just release all the places that keep you looped in, keep you tangled up, that keep you held in these emotions that we mentioned and any emotion we haven't mentioned. And again, imagine at the horizon this bubble and let it explode. And now I ask you to put your attention back on the crown of your head. And above your crown, imagine this beautiful, magnificent golden orb of your unique energy, married, fused with the divine love and compassion, forgiveness, mercy. Let that ball grow larger and larger and brighter and brighter. And then imagine a little pinprick and let that energy come in through the top of your head, filling in every part of your skull, your face, your brain, your muscles, tissues, bone, all the way down through your neck and your throat, lighting up your area and your ability to communicate. And let this energy continue down through your shoulders, your thoracic spine, into your chest cavity. See it fill your heart and see your heart pulsing and enlarging as it unites with this divine love. Let the light continue down into your abdomen, down into your lumbar spine, into your pelvis, down your legs, to your toes, down your arms, to the tips of your fingers. And let this compassion, this love and mercy of God fill you to overflowing until it's pouring out of your fingertips, until your heart is like a beam of light. Until you resonate with the field of compassion. And now I invite you to send this compassion into the Middle East, to the people of Gaza, to the people of Israel, to the people of Iran. And imagine this compassion dissolving the scales on the eyes of those who use power over, who lead with a dictatorship and authoritarianism, that love power more than people. Just imagine if our collective compassion could allow the scales to fall from their eyes, that could allow compassion for others to build in them. That can hold them even when they realize the mistakes they've made. Send compassion to the innocent children, to the aid workers, to the soldiers. And now focusing back on your own heart and letting it fill with the powerful love and compassion of God, with the strengthened field of compassion. Stay here until this power of compassion exudes from your fingertips and from your heart. And send it to Ukraine, to those who are tirelessly fighting for freedom. Who are risking their lives for democracy. Who are mustering the last reserves of their energy as they await the arrival of help, of aid. And to the people of Russia, and even to Putin. And now widen your attention and your compassion to the people of Sudan and those fleeing harm and looking for safety in the United States. To all of those centers that are welcoming immigrants and to all those volunteers who are serving them. Let us send our compassion. And now let us turn our attention to Washington. And let us send love and compassion to this very divided Congress that somehow found themselves in office. Let us send courage for those lawmakers to do the right thing. To our Supreme Court, that they too may be touched by the love and mercy and compassion of God, that this field of compassion may allow the scales to fall from their eyes also. And let's send this compassion around the entire planet to every species and to every place we have yet to name, but that calls our attention. When each of us vibrates love and compassion, our energy mysteriously unites with the energy of love and compassion all over the planet, augmenting the field of compassion, making its resonance, manifestation, and influence a very powerful force for transformation and healing. Could there be any greater cause for hope in the community of life? Amen. And very gently call your energy back into yourself. Imagine another beautiful golden sun full of God's delight and God's overflowing love for each and every one of us and each and every being on the planet. And allow that golden light to fill you. Amen.
Thank you, Bridget. Blessings to you.
You know, I have a little blessing I want to read to each of you, as this is my last time with you in this role. May all that is unforgiven in you be released. May your fears yield their deepest tranquilities. May all that is unlived in you blossom into a future graced with love. John O'Donohue. Amen.
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 Thank you so much, Bridget.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Switches to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Bridget.